Davis with you alongside David Pollack and Jesse Palmer. And guys, can't wait to get this one started. Northwestern ready to kick it off to get things started. And no chance at a return here. They'll start this drive at their own 25. The Nittany Lions offense has the ball first today. Hopefully we'll see a performance today like the one that this guy had last week when basically he just ran wild through the defense.
He made that defense look silly. Out in the open field, he was making people miss, breaking tackles, scoring touchdown after touchdown. And this offense has vowed to find new ways to get him the football. So we're going to see something else that we haven't seen before because of this guy's unique talent in this one.
Yeah, and the defense, all eyes on him. That will be the main focus. More guys in the box. I wonder if it opens up the play-action game and the perimeter throws and maybe some big plays through the air because they know he is the man, he is the guy, he is priority number one.
Muscling ahead on 3rd and short. And he needed just a single yard, and he did not get it. What a stout play by this defense. They are backing up their pregame words. Their first drive of the game, 4th down in their own end, and they're going for it. And they'll get it to the 39-yard line, and they'll move the chains.
There are not a lot of head coaches that I think are willing on their opening drive to go for it on 4th down, especially in that kind of field position. But this head coach ain't scared. He believes in his running back. He believes in his offensive line to go pick it up, and that's exactly what they did.
Good pick up there as he gets the first down. They'll mark him at the 48. And the Nittany Lions are on the move. This junior making his presence felt and making the stop after a short gain.
They go with the option. Quarterback keeps it himself. And look, we've seen this guy on tape, guys, break these tackles and take it the distance. This offense should keep dialing up these option plays. Don't let...
Picked off, and the opening drive is stopped with an interception. Got some room to run. Touchdown, Wildcats. The defense gets it done with that huge interception return.
What a play by the defense, coming out early in the game on the very first drive and setting the tone. Not just forcing a 3 and out, not just forcing a punt. How about creating a turnover and taking it to the house? Pick 6.
Coming out with it, it's Ivy. Didn't find any crease in that kickoff coverage, and he'll be stopped at the 17. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Finding themselves down 7-0, they'd love to get a drive going here. Power football with the run. They knock him down, but not before he gets it out to the 21-yard line. Pick up a 4. Solid pick up of 4 on 1st down. It's 2nd and 6. Looking to throw, it's Aller. Finds the tight end. That'll be good enough for a 1st down. They'll mark it at the 30. The Nittany Lions moving quickly to the line.
Well, the defense makes the tackle. They give up the 1st down. They've now got to communicate the next play call. They can't substitute because the offense is going fast.
And the defense makes a play, and they get the quarterback down at the 26. The Nittany Lions now with a long way to go to pick up the 1st down. Looking to fire. The sure hands, it's Singleton. Really nice pickup there as they have it out to the 44 with the 1st down. Drew Aller feels as if he has unfinished business at Penn State. Tyler Warren is gone, but Aller still with a plethora of weapons at his disposal, and maybe, David, giving him a path to redemption in the college football playoff.
Yeah, and when we saw him finish, it wasn't the best, right? He made the big turnover. They had a chance to go to the national title game, but Penn State took some next steps, and he took some next steps. So if the talent in this offense, another year with Koltanecki, the running backs back, like this offense could really take that next step.
And that's why they got to keep running the football, man, because play action is going to be a big part of this game plan. You've got to get this tight end over the middle of the field vertically and give him an opportunity, because you just saw how dangerous he is after the catch.
On the run, it's Singleton. And there was nowhere to go, just stopped in his tracks in the backfield.
I'll tell you, this defensive end, not only can he pass rush, but he can play the run as well. You see him beat the offensive lineman there trying to block him and get him in the backfield to make that tackle for loss. That was impressive.
Scrambling away. Intercepted. A first-half turnover can swing momentum. And they'll drag him down after a good return on the interception. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. And we've reached the end of one. Before we move on, let's take a look at our stats so far. Heading in the opposite directions now as we crank it up in the second. So after the break, they'll go back to work. Back to the ground game on the left. They stop him behind the line of scrimmage. He ran through one guy, but not through the rest.
Great running backs consistently make people miss, and he did a really good job of breaking one tackle, but he couldn't do it to the next, and to the next, and to the next. The offensive line will have to do a lot better job, giving them some more space so we can get out in the open field and make some plays for this offense.
Fakes the grab. Nice pickup there. Gets him the first down and sets him up at the 45-yard line. Here's this offense with a fresh set of downs. Motion from the back. Quick pass on the jet motion. He is going nowhere. Stop at the line of scrimmage.
The first thing you have to do to make these plays successful offensively is I have to block the edge. I got to get my speedster in space. They didn't do a good job of getting that guy out there in space where he could really use his jets. Nice job by the defense understanding it, seeing it, rallying to it, and tackling that guy from us.
Back to pass, it's Stone. Not able to hook up there, incomplete. I thought white noise was supposed to be relaxing. This is deafening on third down. Looking to throw again. Oh, they're after him. That's reeled in. It's coming. He'll be stopped short of the line to gain. Needed about 3 more on that one. Northwestern will send out the punt team. First punt of the day, and he'd love to lock them up close to their goal line. And it looks as if this one's going to carry into the end zone for a touchback. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. That last drive was promising for a while, but you just can't mess it up at the end with the pick, Jesse.
No, you got to be able to finish drives, especially in this game if you're going to win. And David, they've got to be able to eliminate.
There he goes. They bring him down, but the big play will move the sticks.
And if I'm a defense, I got to find a way to get some more pressure on the quarterback or disrupt their timing and their rhythm. I can't give them these big chunk plays through the air. I got to be maybe a little bit more aggressive or do something a little bit different.
That's a really nice play. It's impressive. Runs first down and the defense thinks you might be running the football. You still can line up. You can get some movement at the point of attack and find a little crease for your running back.
Makes the grab. It's Ross. A huge play there, and they finally get him out of bounds at the 37. This offense has been sluggish to say the least, but finally they're on the move on 1st and 10. All kinds of room to throw that one in there. They finally get to him, but what a play there to pick up the first down. The Nittany Lions headed quickly to the line. They'll move the wide receiver. Looking for a physical attack from the gun. Stopped at the 13-yard line as they try to turn this into points. Whistle blows, and this is the 2-minute timeout, and these guys have a chance to take the lead before halftime. Going to work on 2nd down in the red zone, and still some ground to cover to pick up that first down. And he never had a chance, just stopped cold as soon as he got it.
That's a great job by the defense, but I don't think the quarterback made the right decision on an RPO. It looked as if the defense was expecting run. They had the box crowded. That's when the quarterback, I think, needs to hold on to and then throw downfield.
I mean, some people just have a knack for the football, and he's one of those guys, and he just gets the swat right there, but he's in the top 10 in the nation in interceptions for a reason. Just such a great feel for the passing game and where guys are. It's fun to watch him play defense.
And he'll just take a knee, and this drive will start at the 25. They take over late and have enough time to put together a drive. Sends it back in motion. Looking to throw it, Stone. And the pass is incomplete, but there is a flag, and that receiver might have used a push-off to get free. Will wonders never cease if you're a defensive guy? They call PI on the offense this time. He's looking to throw. Get it out on the screen. They make the stop, but a good pickup there on first down.
He didn't get a big gain. You want to call that play and probably want to get more yards, but you could tell that was super close from seriously busting loose. Nice job running the screen, getting the ball to your playmaker. If he could just make one more guy miss, that might have been huge.
The offense quickly calls timeout to stop the clock.
I know, everyone's yelling, like, you didn't get the first down, we need more yards. But if you think about it, nice short completion, sets up a third down. And guess what? Nowadays, fourth down, green light. We're going to go for it anyways.
On third and long, trying to have a big completion here. Oh, he had it. The deep ball was there, and it just trickled through his fingers.
One thing this defense always talks about is getting off the field. Last drive, they forced the punt. Here on third down, what a great job flying to the football, getting a hit, forcing an incompletion. They may be jogging off here soon again.
Hauls it in, looking for space. Pretty solid coverage there, and they'll stop him at the 26. Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. So late in the half, this is really an opportunity, David, maybe to swing the momentum in their favor.
Dang right. There's no time to be conservative. We're a little bit down. Listen, I just think this is a point with the offense that they can prove. Like, we're here, we're going to create something now that we can build on in the second half.
Coach said all week he wanted to be aggressive. This is a great opportunity to show that right now. At the end of the first half, try and generate some momentum, score some points before going into halftime.
It's complete. Gets it to the 46-yard line. First down for this offense. Clock stops momentarily for the first down. They'll hurry to the line. Quarterback adjusting the pattern. To throw, it's Allard. Going to take a shot. And it was worth going for a chunk play, but the long pass is incomplete.
Well, the defense just did the quarterback a massive favor. That's the nicest thing they've done to him all game. They've already picked him off twice. That should have been number 3.
Behind the chains now on second and long. Looking to go up top, and time's running out in the half. Finds his tight end. There's a timeout on the field. Tight game here late in the first half.
Well, you hear all the time that the tight end's the QB's best friend. You saw a perfect example of it on that last play, right? Second down, you need to pick up some positive yards to keep this third down manageable. Really nice job of executing that.
The pass falls incomplete, and there are 8 seconds left.
Man, the defense, they haven't had an answer for this guy. He has been lighting them up in the pass game early and often so far, and that time just not able to hook up with his quarterback.
On fourth down, looking for the completion. Just flying through the air like a superhero to make the grab. They'll use a timeout right before halftime. Maybe time for 1 or 2 more plays. And it looks as if they're going to try a field goal. The field goal is no good. And it is still a 4-point deficit.
And sometimes I just feel like fourth down, man, just go for it every time. Like the field goal miss-make rate. And listen, kickers have improved the last couple of years, but you left some points off the scoreboard there.
To the air on first down. Under fire. He'll heave it deep. It's incomplete, and they tried to finish this quarter with a bang and couldn't quite connect. First half in the books. Time now to join Kevin Connors in our halftime update. He'll put toe to leather and get this second half started. And it'll be a touchback. The ball will come out to the 25-yard line. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. And points have been hard to come by in this one. They'll try to put together a drive. They'll keep it on the ground to start the second half. And this one will be stopped for no gain. Didn't get much on first down. It's 2nd and 9. Rides the back and leaves it on the option. Surges across the 30, out to the 32, a 6-yard run.
This shouldn't be a surprise to anybody. If you've got the lead in the third quarter and you want to keep it, you got to believe the clock. Best way to do that, run the football. And you're now seeing this offense call these run plays back to back. They are trying to be physical. They're trying to stay on the field.
Unloads to the wideout. And they can't make the play on third down. Northwestern will have to punt it away. Just needs a crack to get a return. And the coverage team able to make the tackle. The Nittany Lions going back to work on offense now. They haven't really been able to light up this scoreboard, but putting points up would be huge here. Rushes on him. With the catch, it's Singleton. Finally corralled, but not before. He picks up the first down. They built this offense around finding mismatches and just get the ball to the back and let him do his thing.
Yeah, it didn't have to be long down the field. Like it threw it right near the line of scrimmage, but you know I got a guy, when he gets in space, he can make big plays happen. Nice decision by the QB.
You just got to wonder how frustrated this guy is, especially after the success he had their last game out, but just nothing going in this one. He has not been able to get himself into a rhythm. There have been way too much penetration up front defensively. They've been able to stop him in his tracks.
To the air, it's Allen. And the quarterback runs out of time, and down he goes at the 38.
Nice play by this defense again, and I feel like it's a broken record, doesn't it, guys? Like, seriously, both defense playing at a high level. Which offense can get a spark, make a big play, and get something going?
He wants to change this route. On 3rd and long, he's going to have to turn one loose downfield. And they won't make the connection going for the big play. The Nittany Lions will punt this one away. They'll have to punt for the first time this afternoon. They'll get down and put a stop to this return. They'll mark it at the 32. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. Man, oh man, these offenses just haven't been able to find any room to get things going, David.
And to quote the great philosopher, Reese Davis, this is very ungood. Just nothing working for this offense, Palmer. They got to find something.
Well, the plays look good against the scout team during the week in practice, but they have just not been able to find a rhythm against this defense today.
Try to make up for some of that lost ground on 2nd down. From the gun, the ground game. Big time play by the defense. He'll lose 4.
You're seeing on both sides really hard to run the football in this one. You've got to give both of these defenses tons of credit. They are so physical up front. These defensive lines can take the game over, and right now, it's tough sledding on the ground.
That pass is well off target. He got hit as he was trying to throw, and they can't convert on 3rd down. Northwestern will send out the punt team. He gets it up to the 34-yard line before he stopped, and that's where the offense will set up shop. Opening play of this drive comes from the 34. Toss to the outside. We'll give him a couple on that with 2nd and 8 coming up.
And, man, the big fellas up front, they don't get a lot of credit. They don't get talked about a lot unless it's negative, but they're the big component, man. They've got to get some push, to get some running lanes, get this running game going. They're the ones that make it go.
That's caught. It's Ross. They make the stop, trying to pick up just a little bit at a time to get to that first down marker. Calls his own number. All down, but he has enough to move the chains. Nittany Lions come to the line with a new set of downs. Back to pass, it's Aller. Quickly complete. They get him on the ground at the 37, but give him 15 yards on that chunk play, and they'll move the chains. Wants to throw on first down. Puts it out of the air. They get him on the ground, and that'll be the final play of this third period. Guys, we've come to the end of the period, and Northwestern has the lead here. Let's take a quick look at the national rankings to see how this playoff race is shaping up. It'll be second down as we open the final stanza. Making side adjustments here. Early movement on the offense, and they'll push it back 5 yards.
False start on offense.
The officials offer the deal, and the coach accepts it. They will take the penalty. And now on second down for this offense. The throw to the outside is complete. He's all the way down to the 27-yard line, and they are threatening. The Nittany Lions pounded the rock to move the sticks, now back to work. The lone back's got it. Able to make the tackle, but not before he gets 5 yards down to the 21.
Great offenses always stay ahead of the chains. That run right there, now you're in a good position. It's not second and long. It's not third and long. Now it's the whole playbook's open. The defense really has to honor run and pass on the next snap.
Brought down after a pickup of 2 to the 19. The Nittany Lions come to the line on third and short, trying to keep the drive alive. Picks up enough to give them first and 10 from the 11.
One of the things you love about this running back is his physicality. He's got great size, and because of that, he can wear defenses down. There's 2, 3, and 4-yard gains in the first and second quarter. They become big gains late. Guys don't want to tackle him, and you're seeing that now.
Second down coming up on this red zone opportunity. Back to throw, it's Aller. Gets it out fast. Touchdown, Penn State! And they've moved out front here in the fourth.
I think one of the most underrated things we talk about with a QB is timing. Being able to get the ball out of his hands to his receiver where he can continue to catch the football and run with it. Nice pitch, nice catch, nice play in the fourth quarter when you needed it for this team to take the lead.
He'll bring it out. It's Grove. And the returner goes down. Wildcats have it back. The Northwestern offense headed out. Another opportunity here. They had to punt it on their last possession, but this time tight game, hoping to get something on the board. Going right to work up top. Quick strike complete. And there were no creases or crevices to run through, and they shove him out of bounds.
You just get the feeling this defense is going to make it hard on them, right? They've got the lead, it's late, and they're going to try to tackle everybody inbounds. Offense is going to have to really work for this and be smart. You got to attack the sidelines. You got to throw first downs. You got to keep this thing moving vertically down the field.
You got to like this defense, man. All game long, great job tackling the football. Like, you throw it on the perimeter, they're coming up. They're not giving the run after the catch of these receivers. A lot of times you see so much damage done after the catch. This defense has been dialed in, and the big play has been a non-issue.
Just gets rid of it before the heat.
And we need more of this from this defense, man. They have let this guy have too much time to throw the football. They haven't gotten that jersey dirty yet, haven't sacked him. But this is just as good as a sack. Getting to him, hitting him, letting him feel the physicality of this game, and not letting him feel comfortable.
Penn State sends the offense back onto the field. Here comes the biggest drive for the defense, desperate to get a stop. They'll run it. They want to take their time here. They finally wrestle down the senior, but not before he picks up some valuable ground. Defense uses a timeout quickly, trying to get that ball back and preserve time for their offense. Toss sweep right. Breaks the tackle. Quick timeout called by the defense, stopping the clock to save as much time as possible for their offense. Got 3 on first down at 2nd and 7.
Well, this offense thinks that they have enough left in the tank here to run the football and run all the time off the clock. They got the lead late. Didn't get the first down on that last one, but it's not going to surprise anybody if they turn around and hand it off again here.
Timeout called there by the defense, desperate to get the ball back and save as much time as possible. The Nittany Lions line up, trying to move the sticks on 3rd and short. A quick completion to the left, looking for the first down. Nice job to pick up the first down, and they'll spot it at the 42.
And you just get the feeling that this defense has to find a way to get off the field and get the football back at this juncture of the game, trailing late if they're going to win.
The Nittany Lions will line it up on 1st and 10. Wants to throw. It's Aller. Good timing on the quick out. And the defense settled in to stop that one for a short gain.
QB, excellent location on that throw. Out route against man coverage, you cannot miss. If you throw that behind, that might be a pick 6. So nice job by the quarterback with his accuracy.
The clock will stop with this timeout from the offense. They'll get a chance to regroup on the sideline. What will they dial up on 2nd and a long way to go? Wants to go up top. Quarterback just flat missed it. Incomplete.
Another incompletion, and I've said that a lot, and these teams are just struggling. I mean, the offense just doesn't know what to do. Nothing's working. Ground game, throw game. It's kind of been a rock fight on both sides.
Just keep slinging it. Bringing the heat. Another incompletion on 3rd down. And the Nittany Lions line up to punt it away. This will be the 2nd time they've had to kick it away. Signal goes into the air, and he makes the fair catch at the 10. The Northwestern offense returns to the field. They really didn't move the ball at all the last time they had it, hoping for better fortune this time around. Wasting no time throwing on this drive. Trying to make magic with his feet. He's got his man. Now they've got a little room to work with. They're out to the 28 with a first down. Clock is still running, and they have to get everybody lined up. Quickly gets everyone set. They spike it to stop the clock. They've got to move quickly here. Still a chance, but they've got to force the ball down the field. Back to throw. It's Stone. Pocket breaking down. Get as far as you can and then get down. Don't take that hit. They'll hurry to the line here to try to get off that 3rd down play. From the gun, wants to pass. Finds his back in the middle. They make the stop just across the 30 at the 31. It's 4th down. On 4th down, he'll try to toss it. Blasted as he lets it go. Finds his big tight end. Works his way to the 41, and that is plenty to give him a first down. And they spike it and get the clock stopped. Remember, all they have to do is get it close enough for a field goal here. Back to throw, and he needs to make a play. Didn't have much of a choice there, but to get rid of it.
That's a big stop for this defense, and more importantly now, it puts them in a huge position. I want to use that clock as my friend. I got to take away the sidelines. I can't give up a big play and let them get a sideline and then sneak that field goal unit on. Got to make sure I understand where that yard is to get to where they want to kick the field goal.
So the penalty will not be enforced. The defense declines and stands on the result of the play. Trailing by a possession, they need to keep the ball. They'll try to convert on 4th down. He'll go up top, maybe a deciding play here. Can't find his man. It'll be incomplete, and that is a
offense does not come up big. Man, you needed that first down. And listen, the communication with this offense and the execution has left a little bit to be desired, and especially in a big moment right here when you had to have a score and you fourth down conversion.
After not really playing their best earlier this season, people said this team is